Hello YouTube. Today we will be installing the MySQL 8 using yum repository. It is a very easy step. Everything is available on MySQL website as well. But to make things easy for you, I have extract the actual step which you need to install the MySQL 8. So what we need to do is to go to MySQL website, and here we will need to go to the documentations. Once you go to MySQL documentation, let's go to the MySQL reference manual, and here we will be installing MySQL 8. So let's go to MySQL reference in 8, and here you can see inside this installation and upgrades we have this installation on Linux. So once we go there, we will use MySQL yum installation from MySQL yum repository, and here what we need to do is to go here and because I'm using CentOS 7, so we will need this RPM package from where which will create a MySQL repo for us, and let's download this one. Okay, what I'm doing is just copying this link because I will download it with wget. Let's do it with wget. Okay, yeah. So here this is RPM which we need to install. Let's install this. I have already configured my VM which is able to connect to the internet, so your virtual machine or your server must be able to connect to the internet. Okay, let's see if I tell you okay, let's go to this yum etc/yum .repo. Let's go here. This is okay, so you see we haven't installed because we have only downloaded the RPM, so it haven't installed it haven't created the repository yet. So let's go to our home, and this is which I have installed. This is the RPM which I have downloaded, and let's install or create our yum repo. So now if our repo has been created, if I do ll inside this directory, you see this MySQL community repository has been created. And default, if you let me tell you that what kind of repositories has been available inside this MySQL repository. It will take time. This grab all the MySQL related repositories from our MySQL repo. You guys can skip this if it's taking too much time. I don't know why it's taking too much time, because maybe my internet is slow, because okay, don't worry, it will come back. You guys can skip this part. Yeah, so if you see these are the MySQL repositories, so which has been which are available, and our enabled this is the enabled one. So if we install MySQL 8, only this version will be installed. In case you want to enable or disable, you guys can go to MySQL and you see the tools are also enabled, and connectors, MySQL connectors is also enabled. So what so let's install. Let me tell you, you can also grab this if you want to disable all. Let's say I want to disable all of them, and then later I will enable. So this is how now if you see that, and sorry for I have disabled all with this one. If you see here, this was enabled, okay, and now I have disabled all of them. Now I will enable one by one by my own, and I will enable only MySQL 8 for me. And now if I want to you enable, then this is how I can enable. Okay, so this has enabled the MySQL 8 community, and let's grep, and you see this has been enabled now. So this is how you enable and disable your own the version you want. Let's enable this MySQL community as well. Okay, this has been also enabled, and one more remaining, this one, MySQL community tools. So in case I want to install any community tools, so it should be available. So now if I repo list all, the things which I wanted to enable, they are enabled back. So this is how you use your yum repository. This is the configuration, how you can change the configuration of your yum repository using yum config manager. So we are all set now. We are ready to install our MySQL 8, and let's this is how let's install MySQL community server. So now this I have provided an option with -y, so it won't ask me any confirmation, and whatever it needs to install, it will install everything. So now if I install it, you see it didn't ask me anything, and this will the installation has been started. It will take some time because this is a lot. I think it's around 566 MB, and my internet speed is not good. Currently I don't have a good internet connection. Hopefully in future we will get a better one, because you see the speed is not good. So I will pause the video recording here once everything is done. One thing you have to notice here, that replacing MySQL MariaDB libs. So what this does is remove the any MySQL MariaDB libs, because they always conflict with MySQL Oracle MySQL. So this is the things. If you're using any yum packages, any RPM packages, you have to remove this MariaDB libs on your own. We will do that as well. I will install the MySQL using RPM packages as well. So see you in next video, guys. Okay guys, so if you can see, everything has been installed, and our MySQL yum Oracle installation using MySQL and yum it has been completed, and now it's time to start our MySQL server. Okay, so let's start our MySQL server, and then we will grab the password just like from this, and I will let you know if you okay, let's first start this MySQL server. systemctl start MySQL d. So this will start our MySQL server, and if you want to know, let's say tail /var/log, this is where MySQL store is log. Okay, so you see it says we started, and okay, so yes, our MySQL server has been started. This is the log where you can see if it has started or not, and it has generated a password as well, a temporary password which will be required for the first time login. And if you still want to know, if you don't want to see the logs, you can grep it like this. So this has been our password, which is same as this one. Okay, so this is our password for the first time, and we will use this password to connect to our MySQL. So let's connect to MySQL. -u is used for like which user. I'm connecting with the user, then -p, and it will ask you for the password, and this is the password which we are going to give it to you, and let's enter. Voila. So MySQL has been installed, and it's 8.0.22. This is the latest version which has been installed. And now if I say like what are the list of databases you want to know, this is show databases, but this will get an error because it won't allow you to query anything, because you must reset your password using alter statement before executing this statement. So let's alter our password. We are giving it a very strong password. Okay, here it is. So our password has been changed, and if now I do the show databases, it should do it. Okay, so this is how you can install your MySQL, and let me show you the configuration file. This is where MySQL store its my.cnf file. So this is where it is stored. If I want to know, let's see, cat. So this is our configuration file. This is our data directory where is store all the everything, and this is the socket file which connect user for localhost. This is the password file, PID file, process ID, which store all the IDs of the processes MySQL is creating, and this is the error log file which I have just done here. So if I want to restart system, ctl restart MySQL D, so this will restart our MySQL, and you see this has been updated. So it has shut down first, completed, and then it now has started, and initialization has been ended here, and our MySQL is back, and it is connected using this socket, and so this is his and this is using this port. So this is how it works. If you see, if you want to know what is the status of MySQL, this is how you can do it. So it's active and it's running. Okay, so this is how you can check if your MySQL is running or not. So that's it for today. Please watch my other session as well. I will be coming with more and more tutorial on MySQL database administration. So good luck for next time, and come next time as well.